As a head coach, I'm always going to have high expectations for the team, which is why I'm going to say that progress in terms of scrimming and putting out solid results is a little lackluster at the moment. The goal of their boot camp right now is to kind of get the players ready as much as they can to follow the schedule, the practice schedule that we're going to have once we reach LA and actually scrim over there with fellow Overwatch League teams. So currently we're doing our best to push 3 block or 2 blocks a day with 1 block dedicated to team feedback sessions by looking at VODs, either third person or first person view. Other things that we're doing are individual feedback sessions. This week actually we're going ahead and doing a lot of 2 block days, which is 2 blocks of 2-hour scrims and just having 1 block entirely dedicated to team feedback. And this is because the coaching staff and I have agreed that it's now an ideal time to have set plays and strategies that would otherwise not have been possible without the synergy that we now have. We're slowly reaching the point where synergy has been stabilized. It's been defined in a fairly prominent way. We know what team color we want to pursue, what team color we are, what scenarios we're strong in and what scenarios we're weak in. So realistically speaking, we are going to be going in as underdogs. That's going to be my definition of just being an expansion team going into Overwatch League Season 2. But honestly, it's something that you can't really predict. What I do expect though is that once we go to LA, the biggest difference is obviously going to be the environment. The environment meaning that, in London Spitfire, the scrims were mostly done over at the Blizzard Arena in the Blizzard Studio area, where each team would be designated a room fully equipped with 12 computers so that everyone could scrim. And the reason why I say the environment is so different is because you can literally hear other teams screaming and competing and scrimming and practicing just as hard or harder than you are. So that whole environment, that competitive environment, really pushes you. It's cutthroat, if you will, to some point, but then it's somewhat of a feeling to just know that there are other people doing the same thing that you're doing. You're dedicating so much of your time and your passion into becoming a professional Overwatch player. Sometimes it's a lonely process, but then you look at other people outside of your team doing the exact same thing that you are doing, more so, by really trying hard. It's those kind of things that really push players even further. Over here, obviously, we're by ourselves in a hotel. We refurnished a hotel room to accommodate, a full practice room environment, but we don't have other league teams here as well. It's just us, and I guess we're kind of insulated in that way. It's kind of nice because it feels like we're in a safe environment where we're practicing really hard. It's definitely a lot less competitive of an environment, if you will. This won't be relevant once we go to LA and scrim over at the Blizzard Arena as well. Other than that, I would say that when we do scrim, we have a better time. Oftentimes you'll find the players goofing around, trying out new comps, and just in general enjoying the game more. I would suspect that's something that's happening right now because there are no games in the near horizon. When you're scrimming in an environment, like I said earlier, matches tend to get a little bit more serious. And on top of that, when you have a match, literally 2-3 days down the week, then you approach scrims in a much different manner. Scrims are they're going to be more of a predicament as to how you perform on stage, right? And how your set plays are going to work against the team that you're going to be going against. I guess the biggest difference is, being in the league or not being in the middle of a season. That's the best way I could put it.